So in the down the line view here, go. So you see that your hand position and the club head position are very different. So when you draw a line connecting the ball and your midsection of the trunk here, this is the swing plane, typically. The club head is located way away from the swing plane. So you need to have a little bit of a layoff.
So the club needs to be going more this way.
Yeah, this way. Yeah. So then, when you start, this is a bit flat here. This initial motion here. So what that means is you initially have just a spinning here, and then try to lift this, and then your right arm is going a bit higher. So that's why you have this crossover. However, so with this, particularly when you hold the club, as if you are shaking hands with somebody or shaking hands with the club here, then even at the setup position, you will see that the wrist is more in a neutral position here. It's not going into an ulnar deviation here, neutral position. From here, this is not actually what you need to do, but just to feel the path of the club head. Let's say we have active wrist action here. From here, we have wrist action. Instead of flipping the hands here, when you try to use the wrist and then try to lift the club head, then the club head goes like this path here. So this is the path you need to follow. So initially, when the club head follows this path here, then let's say this could be a bit steeper than your swing plane, right? But by the time you reach the top, it's coming down here, and then after that, you can start flatter here. So natural shallowing here. So just one action, throw, and then coming down here. Then you have natural. Like so try that. So from there, let's go with your initial setup position. The hands are too close to your body in your case. Go back more. Yeah, about here. So then when you introduce the wrist motion, it will go this way here, right? If this goes here and then you can bring the club head about here, then the club basically stays parallel to the swing plane here. Okay? But when you have a comfortable body posture, that means the club head is way up here. And the swing plane is running this way here. The hands deviates from swing plane this much, but the club head deviates quite a bit here. But if you have a feel of a little bit of a layoff here, then actually the club becomes parallel to the swing plane. Yeah. So when this happens, on the way down, simply bring this. No need to move the pelvis toward target. Simply bring the elbow in front of your body here. Then you don't need to shift that much, right? So you have to feel a bit of a layoff posture. Yeah. Your body is quite rigid. I can feel the tension. No need to do that, because when you have rhythmic motion, then you only activate the muscles when you need. You don't have to activate the muscle all the way here. No need to maintain the rigid body. So the advantage of having the rhythmic motion is that you are turning on and off the muscles at the right timing. Okay? So again, so if you change the way you do the backswing, so particularly the club head path in the backswing, make it a bit steeper, and then you set the target position here. So give enough range of motion and then go to that target position by focusing on the motion of the club head instead of your body posture here. Instead of going to certain body posture you feel comfortable with, rather, if you pay attention to club head motion, your goal is to move the club head around your body and then go to certain position here. That way, you can reset the club position relative to the swing plane at the top here. So let it go and then coming down here. Instead of turn and then lift this to a certain position, right? So in this position, we go high up here, and then the next motion is on the way down. You are turning your pelvis this way here, and then dropping this here. So the trail elbow becomes stuck here.
So the right elbow is way too far behind.
And then yesterday I had amateur player. He responded this really well. But actually, when you have the image of using the pronation, supination of the forearm well here, then this changes completely. Because if your interest is using the supination of the lead arm in the downswing here, you cannot drop this. Because your goal is to do this here. Okay, so we'll practice that with the wish stick. But yeah, so you go high up, lift the club head high up, and then drop this. Now let's go to the. We already talked about all these with the data.
Yeah.
So it's simply just recapping. Okay. Now this is the rear view. Go. You're stopping about here. But when you use the momentum of the backswing, the club can go a bit more. Of course, this is an 8-iron, so it can be a bit shorter. But even with the driver, you can let the club head go a bit more instead of stopping it. Stopping means you are using the arms and the muscles here, to control this motion. But you have to feel the motion of the end of the club here, the club head motion. Let it go all the way. So you have to respect the inertia of the club. Instead of try to work against it, you have to work with the club, because this is the tool you are using to hit the ball, right? So from here, on the way down, your initial action will be this action. So the pelvis is sliding here, and this is coming down this way here. So instead, from here, try to throw it around your body. So let's start with the wish stick.
I mean, certainly, I feel like when I look at video, I always have like this back angle is kind of like the inverse of what you would see.
Yeah. So let's use a left hand only.
Okay.
Hold this, and then try to swing, and then introduce this supination motion here. It's not flipping motion like this, rather just a continuous supination motion here. So with this, throw here, throw, and then that doesn't mean you're pulling it all the way here. You're just flipping it and then let it go here. So. So the whole arm is going like this. Instead, your goal is to throw the white ball around. So use this motion and then let it go.
Kind of like
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Now the wish sound is getting higher. That means, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's using the supination motion. Now let's use the right hand only. This time using the pronation of the right forearm here, you are letting it go. Particularly at the beginning of the downswing, you are moving the whole thing like this. Instead, just drop this. Just keep the club closer. So drop the hand here and then let it go. Instead of pushing the whole thing down here. Okay? So go up here, and then in order to use the pronation motion here, then you have to keep it still, keep the leg, okay? So that you can really use the. And then at the top here, try to have the image of dropping the white ball behind your back here. Mm-hmm. And that's because your hands are traveling down too much. So instead of, generally you keep your hands quite close to your body. So because of this, on the way down, also you try to do that here. Instead, keep a bit of distance here. Still your arm is well extended here, and having this angle here. So if this is the position here, go up, and then lay off a little bit. From here, So it's not about a lot of this motion here, rather this motion here. No need to drop this intentionally. Just from here, the bottom line is your right elbow is coming in front of your body. So generate good whoosh sound.
So it's more.
Yeah. More in front of body. Then automatically you will be able to do this pronation here. Yes. And then also, no need to intentionally pull this way because this is the deceleration phase. When you try to hit the ball, then you generate good speed here. Already impact happens. Then after that, you are following through. So you are not supposed to put a lot of effort on this side here. So the effort is here, and then let it go. And then on this side, just follow the motion. No need to put extra effort here. Mm-hmm. Still, this one tries to take over here and try to pull it here. So all you do is, if this is the target direction here, go up here and then throw. Your wrist should be a bit relaxed. If it's too rigid, then you try to use the whole arm to drive this. But because the main motion is the forearm and the wrist here. Yeah. Like that. Mm-hmm. Yes. And then turn your body naturally, the shoulder naturally here. And then throw. Mm-hmm. Now, left hand again. Left hand only. Similar idea, using the forearm motion, and then let it go. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, right hand only. Now, as you do, instead of just putting effort in the downswing, you have to actually have effort in the backswing. When the backswing is active, and then you can do this with rhythmically. So backswing should be a bit faster than that. And then also, in the backswing, instead of just to try to lift the arm here, you're using the body and then throw here. So even in the backswing, have the feel of throwing the stick.
Throwing the stick that way?
So as long as you have the image of the necessary white ball path, right? You want to move the white ball along this path here. As long as you stick to this, and then generally when you repeat the swing, you can use the body and then throw the stick, throw the white ball along that line that automatically goes up here. No need to intentionally lift this. So throw, then you will see that the wrist and the forearm are freer. No need to hold it tight.
Yeah. It feels rigid.
Yes. So if you have to use use body more and then let it go. Throw. Yes. Yeah. Now your body motion is a lot more active. Now both hands. Still relax your wrist a little bit. Okay. And then swing back and forth. Now, on the way down, you're turning your body too much this way. So the path is inward. I'm here, along the target line here. Try to throw the hands and then the white ball more this way instead of going this way. Okay, now it's because the swing plane is a bit too steep. So go back a little bit. Yeah, so keep the heel on this line here. Okay. Aim the tee. I'll move this away a little bit. So then this will naturally flatten your swing plane, right? So this is the target direction. Whether you touch this or not, it doesn't matter. But try to swing the white ball toward the T here.
Okay.
That means that it'll flatten your swing plane.
Flatten it out.
And then with that, try to throw the hands and the white ball toward me. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. The advantage of this is when the swing plane becomes flatter, automatically your elbow comes in front of your body. Because you tend to have a steep swing plane, tend to keep the hands quite close to your body. So on the way down, naturally this happens. But if you're reaching out more here, automatically it's coming in front of your body. That slope is really good. Okay? Again, use the wrist and forearm and then throw the white ball. Yes. Yes. Still it's a bit inward. How about this? Now I'll stay on this side here. on this side here. Intentionally try to throw it this way here. One thing. The reason why you are pulling this inward is because your left hip is moving backward too much. So in the downswing, if the left hip, stay here.
Oh,
stay
sorry.
here. If the left hip is moving backward too much, then naturally you turn this way here. So instead, try to kick the ground with the lead leg. No, stand. After swinging, try to stand on the lead leg here.
Stand on the lead leg.
Yeah. So as if after the swing and you're taking a step like this. So that means a swing and the stand on the lead leg. Because you need to use your lead leg more, right? And then no need to intentionally lift this up here. Just let it go in the turn here. Now you're standing on your lead leg better at the end of the back downswing. And then make the whole thing as a one continuous motion. Swing and then coming back and then swing, and this is a one continuous motion. Still we have a little bit of a disconnect at the end of the backswing and then at the end of the downswing and then at the beginning of the backswing. So make it also continuous. One continuous motion. When you have continuous motion, the way you move the body is a lot better. Yes. Now you look at your lead leg position here. You have good support from the lead leg. Okay?
That way.
So swing and then stand on the lead leg, and then going to the trail leg, stand on the trail leg, stand on the lead leg, stand on the trail leg continuously. And then in the backswing, again, relax your wrist a little bit so that the white ball can just continue that motion instead of stopping it or going a bit too steep. Okay? Yeah. Let the white ball go all the way. Do not try to limit the range of motion. Let it go all the way. Just to feel the motion of the white ball around. Yes. Throw. Let it go. Let it go. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Now your hands are moving in front of your body. You have a good pronation of the trail, forearm.
Yeah.
You are letting it go instead of doing this.
Pulling it through.
Then you can use your leverage. You're 190 centimeter tall. That means you have the advantage of the body size. Then you have to use the range of motion, the let it go, instead of limiting the range of motion here. And also by dropping here, then use your body as a sort of a blockage here. You are hindering your arm motion by using your body. Instead, let it go in front of your body. Nothing is blocking your arm motion here. For that, you need this feel here, pronation, supination here. This motion is really important. As I explained, pronation, supination is a large range of motion here. the muscles are bigger. Those who are suffering from the elbow problem and the wrist problem is because they use wrist a lot. This motion puts burden here where the tendon is attached. But when you have a pronation supination motion here, less burden here. So again, swing through. More active backswing. Yes. Yes. Now, as you repeat this motion, then the image, the feel you will have is you are basically turning your body about the spine axis, nothing else. It's just simply turning here and then let it go, turn and let it go, turn and let it go. That's as simple as that. Because the main rotation will happen about the spine axis here. The swing plane is fairly perpendicular to the spine axis here. So if you have good rotational motion, using the lower body, promote the upper body turn using the leg action here, and then let it go, motion becomes really simple. And then the slope will be reasonable. Right. The cleavage position at the top will be also reasonable. You don't have this problem here.
So is it flatter up there than
because you are letting it go around your body like this instead of go flat and then try to lift this. So always use a continuous motion. Because a continuous motion, and then you respect the inertia of the device you are using, then you don't fight, but rather you let it go around, then your body motion becomes a lot simpler. Yes. 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 Yep. And then as you repeat, you tend to go a bit flatter in the backswing. So I have the image of, again, bringing a bit higher here, steeper path here, and then you can shallow on the way down. So don't worry about this. But if you go flat, overall now the motion is continuous, but if the whole thing is going more inward in the backswing here, then your downswing will be affected. So try to bring this more this way here, and then swing this way instead of going in. Yeah, for that you can bring your hands a bit higher. In the backswing, bring the hands a bit higher, but try to have a layoff feel. So dropping the cleavage behind your back, but bring the hands a bit higher. That's okay. Yep. Ooh, look at that. So the wrist is not a rigid structure, but you have to really let this go here from this position, and then come down, and then you can use the wrist more actively here. So instead of bringing this behind here, try to bring the elbow in front of your body. So one thing you can do is that, okay, face this way. So in a setup position here, and then bring your hand underneath your elbow here.
Okay.
So keep it in such a way that imagine a plane from the ball to midsection of your trunk. So the hand shows the direction of the plane here, and then below the elbow. And then with this, when you turn your body, you are moving the elbow along that plane, and then just introduce this flexion here. This is your elbow motion during the backswing. Okay, again, so from here, and then turn, and then continue this. Then your elbow will be here. Then when you have a supination here, this is good hand, arm position here, right? So in other words, your elbow has to travel a bit higher than you think.
Higher and then...
Yeah, higher, and then you will have a layoff motion in the wrist here. You're dropping the club head. So having the elbow and the hand a bit higher than you normally feel comfortable with, that's okay, because you're dropping the club head. So on the way down, you can drop and let it go here. Yeah, that's the path. But if you go here, up here, and then if intentionally try to drop here,
and then restuck,
then you have a stuck elbow here. So from here, just to maintain this, and then following the highway, and just a turn back here. No need to intentionally drop this too much.
Right, okay.
So in order to swing hard here, your elbow will drop a little bit. That's natural. But do not intentionally try to drop this here.
It's more
Rather,
just the wrist being flat at the top.
Yeah, instead of dropping the elbow like this, you just at the wrist you have a little bit shallowing motion here. That's all you need. But your elbow has to come in front of your body instead of dropping this and then coming behind your body here. The elbow has to come in front of your body, but using the wrist, relaxing the wrist a little bit, okay? You can allow this to lay off at the top, or you have a shallowing motion here. And then, as I said, as I explained in the data, main shallowing motion occurs during the backswing here, before you reach the top of backswing position, right? So you can take a steeper path, and then as you go to the top of backswing position, you already have a shallowing here. This is the main shallowing. And then after that, on the way down, no need to drop this a lot. Okay? Just the natural motion in front of your body, this is all you need. But if you try to intentionally drop this in the downswing, then so you're moving the elbow down too much instead of introducing this motion here. So on one hand, your elbow is going down here. You're still pulling you're dragging the club. So you have early release. Instead, go here and maintain the elbow position, but allow the wrist motion here. And then elbow comes in front of your body and then let it go here. So no need to intentionally drop this side here. Okay, pick the stick again. So on the way down, when you start the downward motion, no need to intentionally drop the elbow. Rather, move the elbow in front of your body. Yeah, just straight. You have a highway from here to impact position. Following that highway in one action, let it go. And then use the pronation, supination of the forearm. Yes. Now the swing motion is a lot freer, and your lead leg action is the lead leg position is a lot better. Yes, yes. So this is the idea. This is the idea. Instead of keeping this high and then intentionally dropping here, then you're dropping and then your body is actually moving up here. So the center of mass overall does not drop that much, but rather turn around here and then let the white ball go a bit more here. So you have a bit layoff feel here. Here, and then on the way down, just is coming straight to the target position here, and then use this motion instead of doing this. Shallowing, a lot of people talk about shallowing, but if you look at the data, we just finished the study. So we looked at the cleavage motion relative to the hands or the wrist. And what happens is a big portion of the shallowing happens during the backswing, before you reach the top of backswing position. Then you have a natural shallowing here. But when you try to intentionally introduce the shallowing in the downswing, it's excessive shallowing.
Yeah. So you have to do it before you get to the top.
So the data never lies.